Your person is longing to get closer to you now more than ever. Deep within, they are beginning to truly feel the healing energy your love brings into their life. It's not just a fleeting emotion or a surface-level attraction, it's something so deep. They're realizing how transformative your presence has always been for them. In times when they felt lost or overwhelmed, your love was a quiet force of calm, grounding, and light. They're starting to understand that your energy isn't something easily found, it's rare, powerful, and deeply comforting. As they reflect on your connection, they're seeing things much more clearly. They're becoming painfully aware of how they used to respond to you, with rudeness, arrogance, or indifference. They might have ignored your texts, responded coldly to your calls, or dismissed your loving gestures as something insignificant. But now, in this space of silence and distance, they are beginning to grasp just how much that hurt you, and how unfairly you were treated despite the purity of your intentions. Through it all, you remained soft with them. You never retaliated. You showed up with a heart full of kindness, choosing patience instead of anger. You extended love when you could have chosen pride, and your gentle presence remained steady even when they didn't seem to deserve it. That contrast is haunting them now. They can feel the weight of their past behavior more intensely with each passing day, and it's creating a growing sense of regret within them. Your person is currently dissatisfied, not just with how things stand between the two of you, but with other aspects of their life as well. There's a sense of emptiness, a yearning that nothing else seems to fill. They might be surrounded by people, responsibilities, or distractions, but none of it touches their heart the way you do. Whenever they see your pictures, hear your name, or recall memories of your time together, they can't help but feel emotional. There's a heaviness in their chest, an ache for something they now realize they miss deeply, you. In the silence, where there are no more messages to respond to and no more calls coming through, your person is being forced to face themselves. This quiet period has turned into a mirror, and it's making them confront their own flaws, patterns, and choices. They are doing a lot of inner work, perhaps without even fully realizing it. This self-reflection is helping them slowly ground themselves, to develop a healthier, more positive mindset. They're beginning to see life from a different lens, a more mature and spiritually awakened perspective. But growth isn't always linear. Your person still feels stuck in some areas of their life. It could be their environment, their mental state, or external obligations that make them feel like they can't move forward. There may be moments when they feel hopeless, unsure of how to change or unsure of whether they even deserve another chance. Despite this, it's important to remember, the universe is working silently on their behalf. They are not forgotten, and their path is not without direction. Though they may feel lost at the moment, they are being gently nudged toward a new beginning. This new chapter won't be built on illusions or avoidance, it will be rooted in clarity, humility, and genuine effort. And whether or not they reach out tomorrow or in some distant moment, what's happening now is essential. They are transforming internally, guided by the quiet power of the love you once gave so freely. Your energy still lingers with them, not as a burden, but as a source of inspiration, a reminder of what true connection feels like. So if you're wondering whether your silence is making a difference, or if your absence is being felt, know that it is. You are not forgotten. In fact, you are becoming more significant to them with every passing day. While they may still be on the path of healing and self-discovery, there is a deep part of them that knows, if they are ever to return to love, to peace, to something real, it begins with you. Let the universe continue its work. Trust that healing takes time. And while they gather the strength to walk toward this new beginning, keep holding on to your own light. You are love, you are peace, and your presence has already made more of a difference than you may ever know. I haven't reached out to you until now because, honestly, the very thought of facing you fills me with so much anxiety. It's not that I didn't want to talk to you, believe me, I've thought about it countless times. But every time I tried to pick up the phone or start a message, my hands would tremble, and my mind would flood with fears. I didn't know how you would react. Would you be angry? Would you ignore me? Or worse, would you simply not care anymore? These thoughts scared me enough to stay silent. But I can't keep these feelings inside any longer. I owe you the truth, and I want to be honest with you now. No more hiding behind fear or uncertainty. Yes, it's true, I tried to move on. I tried to forget you, to let go, and convince myself that we weren't meant to be. I told myself it would be easier to keep my distance, to stop thinking about you. But the more I forced myself to stay away, the more I felt myself being pulled back to you. It's like some invisible thread keeps tugging at my heart, reminding me of you every step of the way. No matter where I go, whether I'm at work, walking through a crowd, or just sitting alone in my room, you're always on my mind. I catch myself wondering what you're doing, how you're feeling, and whether you're happy. I worry sometimes, too. I wonder if you've met someone new, someone who treats you better than I ever did. Someone who gives you all the love you deserve. And that thought, though painful, is something I know I'd have to accept if it's true. But it doesn't stop the ache I feel in my chest when I imagine it. I know I wasn't there for you the way I should have been. I didn't show up for you emotionally when it mattered, and I can feel that now. I understand why you pulled your energy back from me, why you slowly started drifting away. At the time, I didn't realize how much that distance would affect me, how much it would make me feel your absence like a cold shadow over everything I do. Now, when I'm finally starting to understand the depth of my feelings, when my emotions are no longer buried beneath distractions and denial, you're not here. And that hurts more than I can put into words. I don't know if you can trust me again. I don't know if I even deserve that kind of grace from you. But if there's still even a small part of you that wants to hear me out, then I would love the chance to see you, just once, to look you in the eyes and tell you everything I've been holding back. I want to tell you how I truly feel, without any pretenses or fear. You deserve that much. And after that, whatever you decide, I'll respect it with all my heart. If you feel there's still something between us worth exploring, if you believe we can take this to the next level and build something real, then I'm here. I'm ready. I won't let fear or hesitation stop me this time. I'll give this everything I've got. But if you feel that it's better to move on, that your heart has already found peace without me, then I will accept that too. As much as it will hurt, I won't try to hold you back or change your mind. I won't pressure you or try to sway your decision. This time, it's all about what you want, what feels right for you. I'm not here to make demands or beg for a second chance. I just want to be honest about how I feel and give you the space to make the decision that's best for you. You've always deserved love that is pure, consistent, and true. Whether that love still comes from me or from someone else, I just want to know that you're happy. I never expected to feel this way again, but here I am, vulnerable and open in a way I've never been before. This letter isn't just a confession, it's a promise that if you choose to let me back into your life, I will never take your presence for granted again. And if this is goodbye, then I'll carry your memory with grace, grateful for the time we shared and the lessons you taught me. Take your time, love. Whatever you decide, I'll respect it completely. Your partner is beginning to witness a profound transformation unfolding within you. The version of you they once knew, someone who seemed emotionally vulnerable, wounded, and at times, desperately seeking their validation, no longer exists in the same way. In the past, your energy may have felt heavily dependent on their attention or approval, which might have led them to view you as needy or overly attached. However, that perception has changed drastically. Now, they see someone who has stepped fully into their power, a person radiating confidence, emotional maturity, and fearlessness. This shift didn't happen overnight. It's the result of your deep, conscious choice to focus inward, prioritize healing, and invest in your personal growth. As you've turned your energy toward yourself, nurturing your emotional and spiritual well-being, everything about you has started to evolve. You're no longer operating from a low vibrational space, where fear, insecurity, or longing dominated your emotions. Instead, you're embodying a high-frequency energy, one of self-love, clarity, and peace. You've stopped chasing, stopped overgiving, and stopped placing your worth in someone else's hands. And this change hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, it's magnetic. Your aura has become vibrant, radiant, and incredibly powerful. There's a glow about you now, a presence that can't be ignored. Whether you realize it or not, your growth is drawing your partner towards you like a moth to a flame. The energy you exude is no longer one of dependency, it's one of independence, confidence, and grace. And this is exactly what makes you so irresistibly attractive in their eyes. You are no longer the person they thought they had figured out. You've evolved, and this evolution is shaking their entire perception of you. What's even more powerful is that, just by being yourself, authentically and unapologetically, you are teaching your partner invaluable lessons. You're showing them what real strength looks like, what it means to rise after heartbreak, and how healing is not just possible, but transformational. Most importantly, you're teaching them about love, true, unconditional love. Not the kind that demands, chases, or clings, but the kind that simply is. The kind that loves without expectation, that chooses peace over drama, and that holds space rather than trying to control. This quiet, unwavering love you now carry within yourself is inspiring, and it's starting to shift something inside your partner as well. They may not fully understand it, or know how to express it, but they feel it deeply. It's causing them to reflect on their own behavior, especially the way they treated you in the past. For perhaps the first time, they are truly facing the consequences of their actions. Your partner is now being confronted by the weight of the karma they've created. They're experiencing the pain and confusion that often comes when someone realizes they've hurt a good person, someone who loved them purely and wholeheartedly. Betraying your trust and breaking your heart wasn't just a mistake, it was a turning point. Now, they see the purity of your intentions, the sincerity of your love, and how deeply they may have taken it for granted. And that realization is painful. There's a deep regret surfacing within them, a regret rooted in the understanding that they mishandled something rare and beautiful. They're starting to grasp how they played with your emotions without fully considering the depth of what you were offering. And while they may not openly admit it yet, this realization is haunting them. The guilt, the remorse, the weight of their decisions, it's all catching up to them. But here's the beauty in all of this, you are not waiting for their apology or validation anymore. You've already chosen yourself. You've chosen to rise, to heal, and to become the best version of who you are meant to be. And that's why you are so powerful right now. You are no longer defined by your past or by the pain someone else caused you. Instead, you are defined by your resilience, your courage, and your capacity to love despite everything. This journey you're on is not just transforming your life, it's sending ripples into the lives of those around you, especially your partner. They're being forced to look inward, to confront their own wounds, and perhaps even begin their own healing process. And in that sense, your growth is not just personal, it's profoundly impactful. So continue doing what you're doing. Continue healing, growing, and shining. You don't need to chase anyone. The right people will always be drawn to your light, not because you seek them out, but because your energy becomes a beacon. You've already done the hardest part, you turned your pain into power. And now, you're living proof of how beautifully someone can rise after being broken.